Okay, hey everyone. This is take 3. First take, I got interrupted by Zoom. Second take I messed up. So now we're on third. If I learn how to cut and edit my screencastify, life would be so much easier for me. But anyway, we are continuing with section 7.4. All right, we did adding and subtracting, rational expressions. So now we're going to continue that with complex fractions. Remember, a complex fraction is a fraction within a fraction. All right. It can be simplified by 2 methods. It does not make a difference which method you like best. You choose. Okay. Method is basically deal with the numerator by itself, the denominator by itself, and then multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator. All right. So you're going to simplify the numerator, simplify the denominator. You'll still have a fraction within a fraction. When you divide fractions, you flip it and multiply. Second method is dealing with the entire fraction as a whole, all right? So you're going to multiply each piece by the lowest common denominator of every fraction. That is in your numerator and denominator. And then you're going to simplify, all right? Again, whatever floats your boat. And you may use one method on one case and one method on another. However, all right, let's take a look and make sure we understand. All right, method 1, numerator separately from the denominator. My numerator, hopefully you can see, is pretty much all set. There's nothing I can do to simplify that. So I'm going to write him over here. Okay, and we're going to end up multiplying him by something. So let's take a look at our denominator. Lowest common denominator, I hope you're seeing, would be x and x plus 4. Please note that this is a piece and that's each. You cannot use an x from here to make that x, so you need both of them. All right, so again, we're only dealing with the blue here. So here's my common denominator. I look at the first fraction, it has an x plus 4, it's missing an x. X times 1 is x. The second one has the x, it's missing the x plus 4. 2 times 4. So we're going to get 3x plus 8. All right, so here is our fraction over our fraction. So we're going to take it and flip it. We're going to say bye-bye, bye-bye. And we're going to be left with 5x over 3x plus 8, where x cannot be -4 or 0. -4 or 0. Okay, anything in the denominator is going to be an exclusion. So there is method 1. Method 2. All right, work with the numerator and denominator together. This one, it's still pretty much, if I take a look at here are my 3 denominators, right? So it's still going to be x times x plus 4. X plus 4 is taken care of here, and the x is here. Okay? So I'm going to work with each piece and I'm going to multiply it out. And again, hopefully at some point you don't, well, not at some point you don't necessarily have to do this, but I'm going to show out each piece. So multiply my numerator times my lowest common denominator and simplify. And that's going to get me 5x, right? And then I'm going to take my denominator. And again, I'm going to multiply each piece by my lowest common denominator. That's going to go away. That's going to go away. That's going to go away. So I'm going to be left with x plus 2x plus 4. And again, my 5x. So again, that's going to be 5x, or 3x plus 8, 4x cannot equal 0, -4. Hooray, same answer. All right, take a look at another one here. Let's go to this one. I'm going to put that little heart here. Maybe there it is. I'm going to heart this problem. You guys can do that one. All right, let's move over here because you guys love this on your quiz. M to the negative first. Yes, Mrs. Pine, I remember that's M over 1. N over 1. M squared. N squared. All right. I'll do both ways again. First method, deal with your first numerator. M times N, right? M is missing the N, so it's going to be N minus N. Denominator, M squared in N squared, right? Ooh, sorry. Squared times N squared. M squared is missing the N squared, and the same thing. Now I'm going to take it, and I'm going to multiply it. 3N minus M. Add over near, no, actually factorable, right? N minus M, N plus M. See you later, see you later. Get rid of those, and get rid of those. Get rid of this line that somehow showed up. So the squares go away. So I'm left with M N over N plus M, where M cannot equal 0 and N cannot equal 0. Okay. So that was dealing with numerator and denominator. Let me add in a piece and I'll do the next one. 1 over M. Be smart if I just took this. Edit. Copy. Edit. Paste. Haha, there we go. All right. 1 over M. 1 over N. All right, so if I look at all 4 denominators here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to notice my lowest common denominator. Oh, sugar. I'm hitting all buttons, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. My lowest common denominator is going to be M squared, N squared. Okay, so I can put this like M squared, N squared. It's like I'm multiplying it to each piece. All right, so let's go green. This M and one of those ends go. This N and one of those ends go. And this M squared goes and that N squared. Holy cow, right? So what am I left with? I'm left with M N squared over M squared N all over N squared minus M squared. It's a lot. Numerator, I can take out an M and an N, and I'm left with N minus M. Denominator, N minus M. n plus m, bye-bye, and mn over n, where they both can't be 0. Boom. Same thing. Again, it really doesn't matter what you like, how you like, as long as you get the same answer. All right. I think I'm going to change these little signs for you. I'm going to give you that one and this one to do. And then we take this, copy, and we're going to paste this guy on. We don't need that. This is back in the day, when we had so much time, right? Which we don't anymore. Those little exit tickets and all that fun stuff. But, all right, let's delete. There we go. I don't know, sorry. This is just weird. All right, so let's take a look. This one here, my numerator is fine, so I really would just work with my denominator. My denominator, x minus 3 and x plus 5. All right, this has an x minus 3, it's missing an x plus 5. I don't really need the 1, but I'm showing you. This has x plus 3, it's missing the x minus 3. And again, those things you simplify out. So 2x plus 10 and x, so that would be 3x. 10 minus 3 is 7. Let's take that, multiply it by those go away, those go away. Okay, x cannot be 3 or negative 5. I check, there's my denominator, 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 nothing else changed. I don't need the negative 7/3 because it's shown. That's my solution. All right, so there are your complex fractions. We'll do more of those on Friday. All right, all have a lovely day.